Hey everybody, welcome back to the Captain's Coffee. I'm David, and today we're comparing two of the most popular home coffee roasters, the Fresh Roast SR800 and the Gene Cafe CBR101. Now we've already done full beginner's guides on both of these roasters, so if you want a deeper dive into either of those, we'll leave those links down in the description below. In this video, we're taking a look at how these two roasters stack up against each other. Maybe you're in the market for your first coffee roaster, or you're looking to upgrade and you're trying to decide which of these is right for you. If that's the case, you're in the right place. We're going to look at how these roasters are the same, but more importantly, we're going to focus on how they're different and why one might be the better choice for you, depending on what you want to get out of roasting. Because honestly, I don't think one of these machines is objectively better than the other, but they're fundamentally different, and picking the right one is important because it might be the difference between you loving coffee roasting and getting burnout and frustrated. So stick around, we'll help sort you out. Just before we dive in today, I want to let you know that whatever your choice between these two amazing roasters, we've got you covered over at our shop, thecaptainscoffee.com. We stock both roasters as well as parts and accessories, along with the most important ingredient, world-class green coffee. That's right, when we're not making videos like this one, we're sourcing the best coffee from around the world and shipping it right to your door. Get it? Shipping, ships, world travel, the Captain's Coffee. Boom! Branding.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking.
All right, let's start off with the easy stuff. How are these two roasters similar? Well, they're both very well built and well designed machines with years of excellent track records for reliability and dependability. They're both backed by a 1-year manufacturer's warranty, as well as ongoing support and readily available parts should something happen to wear out during the roaster's life cycle. Now, assuming you do your part with regular basic cleaning and maintenance, both of these roasters will provide you with many years of home roasting fun. Next, they both have the same maximum roasting capacity, 8 ounces or 225 grams. 2 batches in either of these roasters, which is about a half hour of roasting, will yield around 12 ounces of roasted coffee, same amount you find in a bag in the grocery store. Next, both of these roasters are electric, meaning they've got about the same power requirements. Electric coffee roasters pull a lot of power in order to generate the heat needed to properly roast coffee, and these two roasters are no exception. Also, like all coffee roasters, proper ventilation of the roast exhaust or smoke generated during the roasting process is going to be important. Be prepared to roast outdoors, under a stove, vent, or next to an open window in the case of either of these machines. Some folks even get creative with metal tubing in order to vent the smoke out the window, but that's a topic for another video. Well, that covers the similarities. Now let's get to the important part. How are these roasters different? Let's start with the most obvious difference, price. The SR800 currently retails for $289, and its little brother, the SR540, can be had for just over $200. The CBR101, however, comes in at a whopping $625. Now, your budget is obviously a big factor at play between these two machines, but I would remind you that getting the right equipment can pay dividends. So don't let price be the only factor that determines which machine is the right match for you. Next up, let's compare the size and footprint of each roaster. The SR800 is tall and skinny, coming in with a fairly small 7x7-inch footprint, about the same size as a typical toaster, but with a 14-inch height when outfitted with the stock roasting chamber. Now, of course, if you add the extension tube, the height grows even more to 19 inches. The Gene Cafe, on the other hand, is short and stocky. It's 19 inches wide, 10 inches deep, and 11 inches high. It's about the same footprint as a small microwave. So if counter space is at a premium, either on your kitchen counter or your garage workbench, you might want to keep these sizes in mind. Next up, let's cover general operation. The SR800 is a fluid bed roaster, meaning it relies on hot air and a fan to keep the beans agitated and roasting evenly. If you've ever roasted with a popcorn popper, you're already familiar with how fluid bed roasters work. However, unlike popcorn poppers, the SR800 was actually made to roast coffee, so it's significantly more powerful and robust. The advantage of a fluid bed roaster is that it's very reactive to adjustments, meaning it's pretty responsive to on-the-fly changes throughout the roast. It also excels at faster roasts, meant to preserve origin flavors, and also giving it a lower risk of baking beans rather than roasting them. The cooling cycle on the SR800 is also very efficient due to a really powerful fan, which results in faster cooling times. Now, the Gene Cafe is a hybrid roaster. That is to say, while it looks like a drum roaster, the beans are heated using hot air rather than a firebox. In this case, the drum serves to agitate the beans in order to keep them roasting evenly and quickly. The main advantage here is consistency and simplicity. While the changes made during the roast won't be as responsive, more gradual changes mean less likelihood of a roast getting away from you. Conversely, it's also more difficult to save a roast that's not going as planned. This type of roaster also tends to bring out more roasty flavors and can subdue brightness in favor of a more rounded cup, which some people prefer. Think of the difference between a flash iced coffee and a cold brew. The flash iced coffee will be bright and lively, while the cold brew will be mellow and deep. The Gene is great at producing mellow coffee, while the SR800 is more suited for accenting bright and lively flavors. Now, I'm not saying you can't do both with either of these roasters. It's just that, in my experience, it's easier to do one style with one roaster than it is with the other. What really sets these two roasters apart are ease of use and customization. Let's start with customization. The SR800 is the clear winner here. Now, while the roaster is perfectly capable as it arrives stock, there's also an extension tube available from the manufacturer which significantly expands the roaster's capabilities. There are even small independent companies like Raza Roasting that manufacture their own extension tubes. The Gene Cafe doesn't have any accessories that can expand its potential, but you could make the argument that it doesn't really need any. Where it really loses to the SR800 is in custom modification. You see, the design of the SR800 allows for significant end-user modification, and some home roasters have developed methods of installing their own thermocouples in the roaster. This allows them to accurately measure bean temperature during roasts. Raza's extension tube even has a built-in port for inserting a temperature probe. This also enables the use of roast logging software, such as Artisan. We've got a whole video planned on diving into this because it's such a useful modification. Unfortunately, as far as I'm aware, there's not anything like this possible with the Gene Cafe due to its off-axis rotating roast chamber. But how about ease of use? In this department, the Gene Cafe takes the cake. The controls are simple, intuitive, and easy to learn. There's very little input required by the user in order to roast great coffee. I can get good results making little to no adjustments throughout the roast cycle. Just set the temperature you want the roaster to hold and let it work. Once you've reached the roast level you want, you hit the cool button and you're done. You can even set the timer and the roaster will enter cool for you automatically. Now, the SR800, on the other hand, requires way more interaction from the user in order to get the best results. Now, of course, you can also approach it with a set it and forget it mindset. Pick a few settings, set the timer, but the results are definitely not going to be as good as the Gene Cafe. My friend Jeff says you get out of the SR800 what you put into it, and I think that's absolutely true. While it's a relatively simple roaster to learn, it takes skill and practice to master it. Once you do get the hang of it, I think the SR800 has endless potential for fine-tuning roasts. Another way of saying this is that the skill floor is lower with the Gene Cafe, but the skill ceiling is higher with the SR800. So while the Gene Cafe is much easier to get good results with, the SR800 has more potential. Now it's time for the final verdict. Which of these two is better for you? Well, I believe that depends entirely on what you want out of home coffee roasting. These two machines are really for two different people. In fact, why don't we meet those people now? Home roaster number one is very analytical. He likes to approach problems by dissecting them, and there's few things he enjoys more than a good old-fashioned pros and cons list. He doesn't pick up new hobbies, he picks up new obsessions. This roaster doesn't just read books, he does research. He's organized and methodical. The home roaster he's going to love is the SR800. It's challenging, yet it's super rewarding. There's gizmos and gadgets, as well as the potential for graphs and math. But now let's meet home roaster number two. He's easygoing. Friends would describe him as chill or maybe even laid back. He likes toasters because you stick a piece of bread in, toast pops out. Easy peasy. He's too busy having fun doing cool stuff to be bothered mastering the culinary art of the perfect piece of toasted bread. He'd rather watch a movie than read the book, and he's never read an instruction manual. This roaster loves delicious, fresh roasted coffee, but wants it to be as hassle-free as possible. His roaster of choice is the Gene Cafe. All right. I know this is an exaggeration. Speaking for myself, I identify with aspects of both of these guys. But the point is that if you find yourself more on the analytical side, you're more likely to be happy with the SR800. But if you prefer to keep things simple, or maybe you're just really busy, I think the roaster for you is the Gene Cafe. So, which roaster are you? Which machine are you going to choose, or have you already picked one? Let us know down there in the comments below. I really hope you enjoyed this video, hope you found it useful, maybe you learned something new, and if you did, let us know by giving that like button a tap. Subscribe for more videos on home coffee roasting and brewing, and don't forget to support our channel by shopping at thecaptainscoffee.com. That's all from us today. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy roasting.